Ooh, I'm back, y'all, and with something totally unexpected. If you weren't privy to my older channels, you wouldn't know that I do like American Truck Simulator. I love this game. This game is absolute fun, especially if you're into driving. There's nothing like it. Today, we're gonna be doing a little bit of hauling, and I'm getting back into the ATS boogie, guys. This truck is absolutely gorgeous. It is the Volvo VNL 860. It has the Volvo D13 500 engine in it, so it's got 500 horsepower. It's actually 530 horsepower. We've got the Eaton Ultra Shift 13-speed transmission in this guy, and the paint scheme on this is Army of One. And I do paint my own trailers, and I tried to get this trailer closest to the color that it is. In some ways, it looks like it's a metal. It's a metal paint, so it changes colors. You see it goes from black to that bluish color to gray. But we're gonna go and we're gonna boogie in this thing, man. You guys sit back, relax, and we gonna go ahead and get into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Chris. This is TMHW Gaming, and today we're going to be hauling this load here in this Volvo VNL 860, and this truck is such a joy to drive. This is my first Volvo truck that I've owned and gotten to take a drive in as long as I've owned the game and been playing in it. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and look at the job market. I'm going to find something to drive. And interestingly enough, as you can see, I do have the Kansas DLC. That's the last DLC that was released. And if I'm not mistaken, it was released, I believe, back in November. I haven't been on the game since, like I said, Oklahoma dropped, and that was, I want to say, like the end of last summer. So it's been at least half a year since I've opened this game up and played. But I think that I'm going to be grabbing a load and running it to Kansas. I believe we went to Salina, Kansas. Yeah, we're going to be hauling dry milk to the Walmart from the UPS in Salina. So let me get this job, and we'll get headed over to go and pick up the goods. And here we go. Ready to take off, guys. I really like the interior. That engine is purring. It sounds amazing. I really like the interior of the Volvo VNL. I think it's classy. That's the way I can describe it. It's classy. And so I am enjoying the feel of this truck. I love the way this truck sounds. I don't have all of the mod packs and everything, and like the big creators have. I don't have all of that stuff, and the game to me still looks beautiful. It still sounds good. I do have some mods that do fix some of the sounds and whatnot, but I'm still trying to get my mod game going. Some mods are paid. I would love to get that. I want to say it's JBX, don't quote me, but they have this mod, and it's for the graphics, and I would love that mod, except that mod costs like $100 last time I checked. So with that being said, we have to make do with what we have to make do with. And another thing, guys, As you see, I'm now starting to mess with settings and whatnot. It's because prior to this drive, I was doing some things and I happened to take my side view mirrors down, which in this game you're able to put your side view mirrors up, because I don't have head tracking IR. So I'm not able to turn left and right, but I am able to have my steering wheel move the camera when I move the steering wheel to keep the road in front of me and where I'm going in front of me. So I got my mirrors back up and now we're just ready to ride. We're ready to get out of here. So I'm heading to the UPS. The place that my garage is in, this is my home garage in Denver. It's because I'm from Denver, and the oddest thing is that this garage is less than a mile away from where my grandmother's house was, where I grew up at. And so it's a lot of things that are special to me, especially doing this load, because it's something that I saw, and it's the last thing that I saw leaving when I left the state. I've been gone since 2009, and so really this is me getting to be home and driving in my home state. And 9 times out of 10 I go west or south, so this is the first time I'll be going east to leave. Well, obviously, because we haven't had anything east of Colorado until now, but leaving east to leave. And I quite enjoyed it. But I'm gonna go ahead and get over here to this UPS, and I'll meet up with you guys when we get to the pickup, because I have a few things to say about that as well. So catch you in a minute. We've now made it to the UPS. We're here. And I'm going to stop and accept the load.
You have reached your destination.
And go ahead back on in and let them load me. Sound like a plan. Now, I've played this game quite a lot, and I know, I've seen creators, they do the real economy and stuff like that. To me, it's a game. And so I do, we getting a whole bunch of money per load because that's just how I roll. But I'm going to speed this next part up because I'm not really that good at it. I just am not that good at it. So I'm going to go ahead and speed it up. This is by 10 times. Just so you don't have to suffer through that. Just so you don't have to suffer through that. But here we are, about to go ahead and get loaded. It's just amazing. But yeah, I am fascinated by these big trucks. But because of my age, and I know me and my body and how my body works, this isn't something that I could do in real life, especially like how a lot of the truckers do over the road. I couldn't do that. And it's because I know me. Thing about me is if at any time I feel like I'm bored, I'll just seem to want to go to sleep. That just, yeah, if it's not engaging my mind, I want to go to sleep. And so, there's large expanses of highway that just are not conducive with me. And so I couldn't do it. So the only way is through a video game. And so shout out to SCS, man, making this game, because I don't know, how I would get this experience any other way. And when we say simulator, it's a simulator for real. You have to go through the motions, really. So being with my setup is more for racing games, and I've never been good with a clutch in video games. I could drive a clutch in real life, but I've never been good with a clutch in video games. So I really have never had the incentive to get a clutch. And because I don't know anything about shifting anything over 5 speeds, I couldn't do it with a 18 speed. So I choose to drive automatics anyway. That's just, a preference to me. And I also operate with a button box on my tablet, so that I have things like my parking brake and engine brake and a couple other things, other buttons, the windows. Keeps me less reaching for my keyboard, which is actually behind my steering wheel. And most of the functions like the turn signal, cruise control, all that stuff, I can operate the cruise control off the tablet, but I also have it programmed on my steering wheel. And the steering wheel is a Thrustmaster TMX Force, so it's a hybrid drive. It's motor and pulley, and when it vibrates, it kicks, and I mean kicks. It's a full motion turn, and that's the setup that I'm operating with. But
then turn right.
Heading on to I-70.
Turn right.
Wow, I-70. I haven't been on I-70 since 2009, y'all. 2009. And as I left to move to Illinois, and I was in Illinois for 3 years, met my fiance and moved to Pennsylvania, and had been here quite a while. I've been here be 11 years next month, actually. So I actually like Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is a beautiful state, but I stay inside, obviously. I go to work, and come home and play my video games and watch YouTube. So that's pretty much my life. Why not make content and put it up? But headed west here, and what's odd to me about this is I always yearn to want to go west, because west is the mountains. That's what it is. Where I'm from, west is the mountains. You always know where you are, what direction you are, when you can look west and see the mountains. So when I left in '09 going this direction, it was just odd to me because it's flat. It's the plains. It's flat. It's just flat. There's sky and ground and trees. And, do I miss home? Sure. I miss, my family that, I got down with. And, some are still here, some are gone. And that's just the consequence of time and not being there. But I don't regret being where I am. So if that's of any consolation to everybody. But I really did thoroughly enjoy this run here. My son was sitting next to me, and so you'll actually see some things in this video where you'll be like, what is he doing? Why is he doing that? And it's because I was showing my son how the game worked. And so it's some pretty cool things. I'll pop out the camera to go out a few times. I was also testing the button box to see what all worked and what didn't, being that this is actually the first drive in this Volvo, so you guys are getting to come along with me. And that GPS be wrong. That GPS be wrong. This is take the exit right. We're going to get off the highway to get back on the highway. And there's clear road in front of me. No, I think I'm going to go. Simulator. As you see here, we getting ready to pull into this way station because it's a simulator. And big heavy vehicles that haul our goods to and from across the country. So real life truck drivers, shout out, because this is how we get a lot of our goods. But simulators, so yeah, you gotta go in and get weighed. This thing weighs something like 63,000 pounds. So it was, fun doing this. And also too, because a lot of times when I did do content for this game on the old channel, I was always running at night, so it was really good to be able to get one during the day. But be respectful of the people inside. We're gonna cut off everything and get weighed. And yep, that's a lot of 60,000 pounds. A lot of 60,000 pounds. We out of here. Let's go. So, Kit Carson, wow. That, and then you got Burlington, and you out of the state.
Keep left.
Big road, blue sky. Gonna go ahead and drop the hammer on this thing, and we gonna boogie. Why? Okay, just why? Why? I don't understand it. Why? Why? There is still sunshine. Okay, the sun is setting, but there's still sunshine. Like, I don't get it. Why? Why? I get a headlight offense. Why? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Can I turn on the headlights when I want to turn on the headlights? Can I do that? There's a mod for that. I just have to figure out where it is and how to get it. And hopefully it's in the Steam Workshop, because I don't care if you take the actual, fine, whatever, because that's also part of the mod, but there's no headlight fine. That is the dumbest thing ever. Let me control when I turn on and off my headlights without being charged for it. I'd appreciate that. Thank you so much. I do have to say though, I do like that they do have the day-night cycle in this game. There's also a mod to make it real time. I don't have that mod on. I do have it, but I don't have it on. I think that how they do it is absolutely gorgeous. The skybox is cool with the clouds. Like I said, with the sun setting, you can see, like they even took the time to, you can see how the sun is playing in the clouds. It's amazing that this game will be 8 years old this year, because this game looks absolutely incredible. It is a Steam game. It's not on console. And if you can play it with keyboard and mouse. You can also play it with a controller, but nothing beats a steering wheel playing this game. Nothing beats a steering wheel. And if you actually do have a setup where you can change your wheels out, SES actually has a store where you can buy the wheels. They sell the button boxes, I believe. If not, there are other places that make and sell the button boxes. But I do know SES also does the shifter kits. So, that's another thing that's cool. So, you can absolutely kit out for this. There's motion platforms that don't just work with this game, but work with racing games as well. That's one thing I would love to get, but that's mad expensive. That's like income tax money purchase right there. But I won't be making that purchase anytime soon. Of course, though, with this being a Steam game, the mod game is incredible, and I do have mods. So, the inside of the trailer is, or the inside of the cab, is decked out, of course. And I've got lighting in here so that now that it's getting dark outside, you can actually see that the interior of the cab lights up blue. That's pretty awesome as well. There's a lot of things that you can do. Couple things though that I noticed with some of the mods, like there's mods to make the dashboard brighter. The instrument panel is what I'm meaning to say, and the only thing with that is that a lot of the sounds are taken out for whatever reason. There's a paint scheme that I got for the Peterbilt 389, and it is a gorgeous paint scheme. It's the trailer as well. It's a Peterbilt theme, and I did a trip in it, and part of the park and brake sounds were gone, and the turn signal didn't work. Other than that, the truck is beautiful, and I will push in that and make a video on it, because that truck is fun to drive as well. But I also like to just carry regular loads, so I wanted to build a truck like this, and so that I can maneuver really well, be able to climb hills, and just carry regular stuff because this profile, like I said, is pretty old. It's the original profile that I started with when I first started playing this game. And so at this point, I've got a whole lot of garages. I just sold like 8 trucks. And I've got 20 workers in different states. I've got workers in Colorado, workers in California, workers in Washington, and workers in Texas. So I own a fleet of trucks. Each garage has different stuff. Like my workers in Washington, they only roll low boys, so they carry a lot of stuff like forklifts and steamrollers and stuff like that. And then my Cali crew, their trucks are they drive Kenworth T80s, T680s. My bad, Kenworth T680s. And look, it's raining. Even the rain effects, like you see it on the windshield, the rain effects are even amazing. I don't know how long they've had rain in this game, but it's come a mighty distance for the rain physics to be what they are. But back to what I was saying, in California I've got the T680s. They're rolling with trailers as well, just regular dry box vans, box trailers. And their paint scheme is a California paint scheme that I got from a mod pack from SCS. And then, of course, Texas. I think Texas is rolling Peterbilts, and Colorado Springs is rolling Cascadias, Freightliners. So, yeah. Yeah, and the Seattle crew is actually rolling Volvos. They're rolling Volvo VNLs, but they're not rolling the 860. I got the big boy. They're rolling. It's a fleet class. They're built fleet class. So that's what's going on, and that's why another reason why there's 12 million in the bank, because I just sold 8 trucks, but because a lot of my drivers, like my Colorado Springs drivers, like my original driver, she brings in herself like $63,000 a day. She's almost upgraded. She's almost upgraded to a 7.0 driver. And that's another thing is, as they drive for you, they get upgraded. Look, it's an accident about to happen. Do you see this mess? This is just insane. They need to figure it out.
Keep left. Then
This ride was absolutely fun to go on, man. It really was. We're getting to the end of it. And once again, I'm going to speed up the backing end. I'm practicing that because I do want to simulate doing that. I don't want to just pull in and have, do it safe pull up. Because when you back the trailer in, it you get more XP for that. So even though I am king of the road, I've been king of the road for a long time, but your level still goes up, and I believe I'm level 43 right now. So it as long as there's still a level up, I'm gonna keep doing it, and as long as you level up, the amount of money you get, it goes up. So if I wanted to do a trip from Colorado to California, I can do a trip and make $1 million. And that's with the mod, of course. I don't know what it would be stock, but right now my largest is over $1 million. So that's another way. When I need a boost real quick, I'll just do one of them runs real fast. I'll do one from Colorado to California, and then I'll do one from California to Colorado. So by the time I get back to my garage, it's $2 million made. So great little hustle. But I'm gonna go ahead and speed this part up right here too, because I suck at it. I'm still practicing, but at least I got it. So hold on just a minute. We gonna go ahead and get that rolling. Just a sec. I'm telling you, when I can get this down to park job 45 seconds, and better, we won't have to speed this part up. But I mean, look, pull back up, because I didn't pull up far enough the first time. Second time, I almost hit the building. You know, I still got to pull up on curbs and stuff, but at least I got it pointed where I needed it to go. You know, I'm still trying to figure out the whole judgment of, you know, when to cut the wheel back the other way, but I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I really am. So we got it in there. I'm half in and half out. And it turned green, so I am going to leave it at that. That's what we going to do. Man, this was such a great drive, man. A great thing. I'm able to reminisce about leaving home, you know, for good. I like I said, I've been gone since 2009. I have not even been back to visit. And I'm just, you know, glad that I'm able to look at, you know, scenes from home, even if it's in video game fashion, and relive leaving the state. So shout out to SCS, man, because without them, none of this would be possible. Thanks to you guys, man. You stuck through, made it this far through the video. I do appreciate you guys watching, man. I absolutely enjoy playing this game, and I enjoy doing content. Just trying to figure out the direction I want to go, where, you know, what I want to do. You know, it's looking like Diablo is really having a tough go at it right now. You know what I mean? Kind of happens though, right? You know what I mean? So what else can we say at this point? Appreciate everyone. I'm up out of here though, so please remember, love is life and life is laughter. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.